Alright guys, so in this pronunciation part, chunking. Here they ask you to work in pairs, read Elena's answer to the second question and decide where she will pause. Then listen and check your answers, right? So you have finished this one, right? So now let's listen to her and then check your answer, yeah? So, trap 18. Oh my god, it's so noisy here. It's very noisy. Yeah, they're fixing something. They're fixing something next. My god.
Unit 4, Pronunciation, Exercise 2.
Well, I'm not sure. Some people do, perhaps. For example, young people who should be studying instead. But a lot of people use the internet for their jobs, or for other things. Maybe too much time chatting to friends, not enough time doing other things, too much time sitting down. But many people leave the internet connected all day because they use it instead of a telephone, for messages, or instead of going to the library. So I think it depends. For some things, it saves time.
Alright.
A2.
So you have finished that one, right? Now let's check where you pause, okay? Let's see whether you pause correctly or not. Actually, there's no right or wrong answer here, okay? But we need to pause somewhere which makes sense. You understand? Just make sure that your audiences or all of the people who are listening to you can understand what you're talking about, okay? Don't just stop wherever you like. All right, now let's check the answer. So first of all, where's that? Well, I'm not sure. After the full stop, we have to stop, right? Okay, where else? Where else, guys? Perhaps, after comma, okay? After all of the commas, all of the full stops, you have to pause, of course. So after perhaps, where else? Instead, you see another comma. Next. Jobs, their jobs, yeah? Next. Things, okay, for the things, you see full stop right there, right? Where else? Yeah, friends, after friends, yeah, you see comma, yeah, actually this one is very easy, yeah? Next. Yeah, other things. Next. Sitting down. Not live. All day, yeah? Connected all day. But many people leave the internet connected all day because, okay? Normally before the word because, we will stop a little bit because, okay, here, the reason why, you know, you're about to say something important, so you will pause right there. Next. Messages. 4 messages. What else? Library, yeah, yeah, after commas, yeah. What else? Depends. Yeah, thanks, okay. Now, please practice with your friends. You need to pause at the right time, at the right place, okay? Now, practice, speak loudly, guys. Go, do it. Okay, finished. Alright, so this part actually is just like that. Yeah, you just need to practice speaking, and then you need to pause at the right time, because sometimes you know, some people just keep speaking without pausing at all. Okay, and they just pause when they feel tired. We don't do that. Oh my god. Alright, now let's move on to writing task 2. Alright, writing task 2. Quỳnh Hương, read that.
Work in pairs. Read it, writing task and underline the things you must do in your answers. Then answer the lesson below.
Yes, okay. So work in pairs, read this writing task and underline the things you must deal with in your answer, and answer the questions below. Okay. So first of all, you need to underline all of the keywords. Okay. And then you answer all of the questions here from A to F. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to give you around 5 to 10 minutes to do it. Finished? Yeah? Okay. Now, so write about the following topic. The media should limit how much bad news they report because it discourages people from doing activities which is usually involve very little risk. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Give reasons for your answer and include any relevant examples from your own knowledge or experience. Okay? Now let's try to answer a lot of questions here. Which of these things should you write about in your answer? So that means that now they give you some kind of advice, you know, about what you should write and what you should not. Let's try with A. Whether the media report too much bad news. Should we write about it? Yes or no? What do you think? Yes or no? Yeah, if you say yes, then you have to explain. If you say no, you have to explain as well. Now tell me, Tố Yên, what do you think? Yes or no? If no, why? And if yes, why? You need to identify this one very clearly, otherwise in your essay you will write whatever you like and many of them will be irrelevant. You understand? And remember, you only have 250 words to write. Yeah, minimum 250 words. Of course you can write more than that, but you cannot write too much, because if you write and answer something they don't ask, so that means it will be meaningless. You understand? So should we write something about whether the media report too much bad news? Yes or no? Anyone? You don't know? Oh my God. Here, look at the title. They say that the media should limit how much bad news they report because it discourages people from doing activities which usually involve very little risk. So that means at least you must say something about the media, whether they should or should not limit how much bad news they report. You understand? So that means that yes, you have to say something there. Maybe not too much, but you have to say something. Okay? Yeah, you have to talk about that, of course. You can say that, well, these days the media already blah blah report too much bad news on TV or on social media or something like that, or they didn't report that much. Okay? Something like that. You have to say something anyway. Now B, what you enjoy watching on TV and reading in newspapers? Yes or no? No? Anh, yes or no? I have no idea. Hello, Thiên Nga, yes or no? No? Okay, tell me why. Yes, that's right. Okay? So B is not the right thing to do. Okay? Because they didn't ask you whether what you enjoy watching. Okay? You should not say anything about like, okay, I enjoy watching cartoons or movies or whatever on TV or reading in newspapers or something like that. They didn't ask. So whatever they don't ask, please don't answer that. Okay? Now C, if people are really affected by the news, yes or no? Yes, okay? Yeah, if people are really affected by the news, yes. Why? Who can tell me why? Mm-hmm.
So we need to talk about the effect of the bad news to people.
Yeah, okay, yeah, makes sense. Yes. Because from the topic it says that because it discourages people from doing activities which usually involve very little risk. And here they say that we have to write something like, if people are really affected by the news, yes, you should write about that, okay? Maybe they are affected a lot or not that much, okay? So you can compare, okay, now whether the media should limit how much bad news they report or not, yeah? Yeah, that's right. So we should write about C as well. How about D? Which activities you think people should avoid? Yes or no? Yes or no? Maybe no. What is that? Yes or no? Just give me yes or no. No. Which activities do you think people should avoid? No. Why? Why? Yeah, it's irrelevant, of course, right? Because they didn't ask. They didn't ask about what people should avoid doing. They didn't ask why should you bother answering that question? You understand? They didn't ask. Don't write about it. Okay? Now E. If the media should limit the amount of news they report. Yes or no? Yes, because that's right there in the question, right? Yes, so the answer is E, of course. How about F? How much you agree or disagree with the topic? Yes, of course, that's the main question. To what extent do you agree or disagree? So you have to talk about it, yeah? All right, now you understand. So it's very important, guys. Before doing writing, you have to figure out what you need to write and what you should not write, okay? So most of the time, you just look at right there, what is the main question, okay, what they want to know and what they want you to write about. So you just write and answer all of the questions they want to know. Don't bother writing something irrelevant, okay, because it won't give you any extra points. It just wastes your time. All right, so we have finished that. Of course, at the end of after we explain everything here, you have to write this one, okay? Yeah. All right, now exercise 2. Yeah, Owen, you can read that. Yes, okay, so 3 people wrote answers to the question. Read the first paragraph, only the first paragraph. Yeah, this is their first paragraph. Okay, read the first paragraph of each of their answers, 1 to 3, and match each with the description A to C on page 44. Okay, now do it. I'm going to give you around 5 minutes to do it. Yeah, so read 1, 2, 3 and match them with A, B, C. Do it now. Close the door carefully, so. Okay. Do everything. Finish, guys? Yes? Alright, 1, 2, 3. Now, 1. C, 2. A, 3. B, okay. Here, now let's prove why 1 is C. Ngọc Anh, you can read that. Number 1.
Radio, television, and the internet. This story about these incidents, such as computers are released 24 hours a day as a result, make people worry about normal things such as allowing their children to play in the park. I feel this is a pity and that the media should reduce the amount of public internet.
Yes, okay. After reading that, and then we think that is C. C. I think read C now.
Explanation of the topic given sentence followed by the writer's opinion.
Yes, C. They mention an explanation. Oh my god. So noisy. I don't know what they're fixing next door. Yeah, the house next door is. They really love noise, you know. They do that most of the time, right? Sometimes even at night. Okay, an explanation of the topic, giving examples. Oh my god, it's so noisy. Yeah. Yeah, you can see some explanation there, right? Yeah. Like radio, television, and the internet repeat stories about isolated incidents such as a murder or a robbery 24 hours a day. As a result, many people worry about normal things such as allowing their children to play in the park. Okay, 2A. Thầy, you can read that. 2.
In the past, people used to hear the news by talking to strangers who arrived in a town or village. Today, we hear news from all over the world every day through the mass media, and it is often combined with shocking or frightening images, which affect the way we live and behave.
Yeah, so after reading 2, we see that it connects to A, right? A, yeah, you can read that one as well. A.
General description of how the world has changed and how the situation affects us now to show why it's changing.
Yes, okay. So you can see that the general description of how the world has changed and how the situation affects us. Now to show why the subject is important, okay? You can see that right there, 2A. Now 3, Nhi. Okay, so after reading 3, you see that it connects to B, okay? And B did the short opening sentence introducing the subject of the essay, followed by the writer's opinion given clearly and directly, okay? Yeah. So that's what we can learn from them when we do writing, alright? Now let's move on to the next one. You should spend your time to read that carefully, okay? Later on. Now let's move on to number 3. Would Hương read that? Common, yes. Work in pairs, tick. the things which all three paragraphs in exercise 2 have in common. And number 1 has been ticked. They are quite short, just 2 or 3 sentences each. Okay? So that's what you have to do as well. For each paragraph, you just include like 2 or 3 sentences. Yeah? Or maybe 4 sentences. But don't try to make it too long. You understand? So in your writing part, you also have to divide your essay into many different paragraphs like that. Okay? Okay, now do it. So have you finished? Come here, let me try to fix a few of them. Alright, let's see. Yes. Why don't you write any numbers here? You don't know. So 19, 20, 21, the next one it should be what? And the one after that? Yeah, and this? Alright, yeah, correct. Okay. Let's see. Yes, it's correct. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. Yes, 8 o'clock, yeah, 4 o'clock, alright. You didn't do this, why? Read this, Vietnamese, read Vietnamese. Read that aloud. Sắp, xếp. The hell is that? That means organize. Go. Go. You have to put all of things from the morning until night time, okay? You write A, B, C. This one go first and you write here. This one you don't have to do it. You understand this? Why? You have to do it. Read this. Read. Go. Yeah. So how many lotuses there? You can count and write a number here. What? Yeah, it's only the pink one, not the green one. Yeah? Okay, go. Do it. Alright, now. So A, we need to take that one, yes. Now, what else do we have to take? How about B? The writer's opinion is clearly stated. No, so which one should we take, guys? A. What else? What? C. The paragraphs are a clear introduction to the subject. Okay. All of the paragraphs are a clear introduction to the subject. And D. The writers have used their own words, not just repeated words from the question. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. And that's what you have to do as well. Yeah. So you have to tick A, C, and D. The writers have used their own words, not just repeated words from the question. So that means in your writing part, you have to use your own words. Yeah? You explain things or you write all of things, you have to use your own words. You should never repeat the same thing or use the same sentences from the topic. You understand? If in the introduction, if you write something like the media should limit how much bad news they report because it discourages people from doing activities which usually involve blah, 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 you get no point. Okay? You have to explain the same thing using your own words. And make sure that each paragraph should contain how many sentences? Yeah, 2 to 3 sentences, or maybe 4, something like that, but not too long. Okay? Because when they mark your essay, they will depend on many different categories. Okay, and organization is also one of them, and structure also one of them. All right, now let's move on to exercise 4. Bình thường right? Or Tố Uyên? Tố Uyên, okay, go. Mm-hmm.
Then write his answer on the right mark. Each paragraph 1 to 4 with the relevant notes A to B.
Yes, okay, so here, what you're looking at, you see like A, B, C, D, paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is kind of the structure, okay, the notes Hassan made before he started writing his answer to the writing task in exercise 1. So I suggest that you should do the same thing before doing writing task 2, okay? Writing task 1 you don't need to, but writing task 2, you need to spend around 5 minutes to make some notes like this, okay? You need to be very sure about what you need to write in the introduction, what you need to write in the body, and what you need to include in the conclusion. You understand? Yes, just spend 5 minutes on that. So just make sure that you don't forget anything before writing. Yeah, so now read that and also read the sample answer on the right side and then match. Yeah. Okay, do it. So the first one has been done for you. Paragraph 1, B. Right. Paragraph 1, that is B. Introduce subject, blah blah. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Finished? Yeah? Okay. Now let's fix that. So of course the first one should be the introduction, right? So paragraph 1, that is B, and 1B, 2, D, 3, C, okay, C, 4, A, yeah? Okay, 1B, that is the introduction, and 2, D, paragraph 2, that is a main idea, and paragraph 3, that is also another main idea, yeah? So that's the body, and paragraph 4 should be the conclusion right here, yeah? Okay, all right. Any questions? No? Alright, now let's move on to exercise 5. Ngọc Anh, read that.
Look at how the highlight words and the phrase are used in the answer in exercise 4, which word and phrases. 1. Start a new sentence. 2. Join two sentences.
Okay, so look at how the highlighted words and phrases are used in the answer in exercise 4. Which words and phrases? 1. Start a new sentence, and 2. Join two sentences. Okay, now you need to do that. So you can see some highlighted words here. So like, okay, give me a sec. Like however and even though something, yeah. Yeah, so all of the highlighted words there are words and phrases like however, even though, on the other hand, although. Yeah, you can see some words there. And you need to tell me like which one helped to start a new sentence and which one helped to join two sentences. Easy, right? So now, tell me immediately which one helped to start. How to start a new sentence? Yes, however, and on the other hand. You can see it right there, right? And which one helped you join two sentences? Even though and although. Yeah? So remember that. So yeah, so we use even though and although to join two sentences. That means that you don't put that at the beginning of the sentence just to start a new sentence. Yeah, got it? Okay. Later on, we need to read page 103 to get to know more about however, although, even though, and on the other hand. Yeah? That's for later, not now. Okay, now exercise 6. Thi Nga, read that. Yes, match items 1 to 6 with items A to F. So 1 to 6 right here with A to F. For example, like number 1, although there are more and more channels, and after is what? People spend less and less time watching television. Okay? Okay, now match them together. Just to create some sentences. Okay, stop, come. Yeah, bring it here. Stop. Almost finished. Okay, bring it here. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now let me check this. Oh, okay, very good. Why don't you write IDCT? Which one? Which one is in the morning? Night time, you see the stars?
And then when the sun grows,
C, A, C, B, D. Yes, that's right. But they want to see the morning first. Yeah, they want to see the morning first. So A you need to put at the end. Yeah. So this sáng, then morning. Okay. Morning. Yeah, sáng is here. And trưa is right here. The noon time is here. Chiều. Here. Tối. Yeah. Okay, xếp hình con bước của Hassan. You don't have to do that. Yeah, what? 34, are you sure about it? Count again. Here, 30, right? How many here? How many here? Must be very careful. Read this. Yeah? What has this? Let's go from here to here. Oh my god.
Here to here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Got it. This math, not literature. What the hell is? I'm teaching here.
Okay, this literature.
This literature. It looks like literature. This is math, not literature. What the hell is this?
Number.
Yeah.
What the
September.
math?
Yeah.
And now you need to write words. What the heck is that? Why you need to write words?
You read this.
Hôm nay.
Hôm mai. The hell is that?
Hôm qua.
Mai, qua. Okay.
And
Hôm nay ngày 20 thứ bảy. Where is that?
no, thinking.
Oh, up there. Okay.
And already.
Yes, okay. This. Hôm nay chủ nhật, hôm qua thứ bảy, hôm nay từ năm. Hôm nay thứ năm. Từ yes. Yeah, okay. Có tất cả 10 bạn, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yes, that's right. 5 bạn. 5 bạn gái, 5 bạn trai. Ok. Số bàn tay của nhóm 10 bạn có tất cả 10 bàn tay. No.
What?
No. You have đếm số bàn tay ngón tay của nhóm 10 bạn. You have 10 friends and each one of them had 2 hands. So 20. No. 20 hands. One person has 2 hands. So 10 people have 20 hands and one. How's that? And one hand, how many fingers do they have? One hand you have 5 fingers. And 20 hands you have how many fingers? Multiply with 5, so 100, not 10. Trai, guy. What's this? No. Read this. Cả là
35 bạn.
bạn trai, not bạn trai, bạn trai. So you need to take this minus this. Not plus.
X was plus.
Okay, minus that. Finished, guys? Okay, now two. Guys, tell me two. Two. Cái gì? B, C tá làm bên vậy? E. 3. D. 4. 4. B. Nghe giống DT vậy. 5. C. 6. A. Okay. So 1, I have written one for you. Now 2, E. 3. You read 2E for me.
I believe we should be informed about how politicians behave. On the other hand, I don't think we should be told details of their private lives.
Yes, okay, 2E, yeah. Now 3D, Minh Đức, read that.
I find the radar distract me when I'm walking. However, I find it entertaining when I'm driving or doing the housework.
Okay. 4B, Nhi. Mhm. 5C, Quỳnh Hương. Okay. 6A, Tố Uyên. Yes, okay, now do you have any questions? Any words, any phrases, anything you don't understand? Ask. No? Just ask if you have anything. Anything? No? Okay. Okay, it's time for a short break, guys. Yeah? Alright guys, now let's continue. Before we move on to key grammar articles, we need to check page 103. Okay. However, although, even though, and on the other hand. Now please open your book. 103. Okay, see that? Alright. Now, Nhi, you can read the first one. From however, although, even though, and on the other hand are used to contrast ideas or information. Now let's move on to although and even though. Use although and even though. Now you read from that. No, stop right there. Yes. Okay. So remember, although and even though. We use although and even though to contrast ideas in the same sentence. Okay? Contrast ideas in the same sentence. Although television is not as popular as in the past, so that is one idea. It is still the most influential form of media. That's another idea. So we use although to contrast these two ideas, okay, in the same sentence. So that's what it means. And many people still buy newspapers even though they have little time to read them. And of course, you can see that the way we use although and even though. If we put them at the beginning of the sentence or in the middle of the sentence, they have different rules. Now let's read the next one and see what rules we have to follow. Quỳnh Hương, read that. Mm-hmm. Yes, so the first rule is right here. Use a comma when although or even though are placed at the beginning of the sentence. Okay, so if we put although or even though at the beginning of the sentence right here, we need to use a comma in the middle. You see that? So although the websites were expensive to design, and then we have to use comma right there. Very few people visited. Okay, so that's the first rule. Next one, Tố Yên.
Don't use a comma when although or even though are placed in the middle of the sentence.
Yes.
Many people are afraid of flying even though it is very safe.
Yes. So don't use a comma when although or even though are placed in the middle of the sentence. Many people are afraid of flying even though it is very safe. Yeah? So you see, when we put even though or although in the middle of the sentence, we don't have to use comma. Okay? And the last one is Ngọc Anh. Yes, even though it's stronger than although. So if you really want to stress the differences between the two ideas, then we use even though. Okay, it is stronger than although. Yeah. So close the door carefully. All right, next one. However, and on the other hand, Thùy, can you read that, please? Use however.
Use however, and on the other hand, to contrast ideas or information in separate sentences. However, and on the other hand, start at the second sentence. Air travel is the fastest form of travel. However, different ways last a lot of time at airports.
Yes, okay. So however, and on the other hand, use however and on the other hand to contrast ideas or information in separate sentences. Okay, so this is different from although and even though. Although and even though we use that to contrast ideas in the same sentence. Okay, but we use however and on the other hand to contrast ideas or information in separate sentences. Okay, got it? However and on the other hand start the second sentence. So we don't use that at the first sentence, but we start at the second sentence. Yeah, air travel is the fastest form of travel. However, you can waste a lot of time at airports. Okay. Next one, Minh Đức.
On the other hand, it's often used to start a new paragraph, which expresses the opposite point of view. On the other hand, there are strong arguments against reporting details of crimes on television.
Yes. On the other hand, it is often used to start a new paragraph which expresses the opposite point of view. On the other hand, there are strong arguments against reporting details of crimes on television. Okay, so when should we use on the other hand? So on the other hand, it's often used to start a new paragraph. Okay, so when we start a new paragraph, we don't use however, but we use on the other hand. Got it? Yeah. Of course, however, and on the other hand, we have to use like from the first rule, we have to use on the second sentence, okay? But on the other hand, we use that phrase to start a new paragraph, okay? Next, Nhi. Mm-hmm. Yes. So however and on the other hand are both followed by commas. However, comma, or on the other hand, comma. Yeah. I believe stronger measures are necessary. Okay. After however and after on the other hand, we need to use commas. Yeah. So those are the rules related to these words and phrases. Now just take your time, 2 to 3 minutes to review that, okay? Just review that very quickly. Try to memorize as much as possible. If you have any questions, you can ask immediately. You need to learn all of these key grammar points carefully, okay? To make sure you don't make So many mistakes related to this. The next one, the next part is very important, related to articles. Yeah, that one we have to read very carefully because you make so many mistakes related to articles, right? And or no article, you make so many mistakes there. All right, do you have any other questions related to these words and phrases? No? Nothing? Yeah? Remember no more? Okay. Okay, we can move back to page 44. Now we only have a few minutes left, so you can take like 2 or 3 minutes just to read the sample answer for the writing task. Okay, read that carefully. And next week, no, not next week, tomorrow, remind me to let you write this. Okay. But when you write, don't look at that anymore. Today, you just take time and read and yeah, just learn as much as possible. When you do writing, don't look at that anymore. Use your own words, your own style, and write. Alright guys, right, that's it for today.